Hey folks, it's Thomas again. I'm gonna make a quick video before I go to sleep. Um, so a question was posed to me after practice last night, and the question was, what, in my opinion, was the hardest belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? And the answer to that is actually up to, in my opinion, your situation in your training. Now, if you're a super athletic person and you start, white belt isn't going to be that much of a challenge. The challenge for you may start at some point in blue belt. But if you're older and you're not athletic, white belt is going to be a nightmare. So from my perspective, white belt is the hardest belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu so far. And I've made it to purple. So maybe when I get through brown, brown belt, my perspective will change. But right now, in my opinion, from my perspective, the white belt is the hardest um, to get through. Now, for my personal reasons, it had to do with I was severely out of shape, I was severely asthmatic, and I was 250 pounds on a 5'8" frame. Now, why does that matter? It matters because I couldn't breathe, I couldn't move very well, I was heavily inflexible, and a lot of the techniques that were being shown, I physically could not do. And if I could do them, there's a number of them that were extremely uncomfortable because of how my body how my body was at the time. Now keep all that in mind, and you're a beginner, so you're trying to learn, you know, a physical activity. You're trying to learn a sport. So all that combined is going to be extremely difficult. Now, as you go along your journey, you get in better shape and you lose weight. But after white belt, for me, blue belt wasn't the next toughest belt. The next toughest belt, excuse me, the next toughest belt was actually purple belt. And the reason being is that at white and blue belt, the upper belts kind of took it easy on you. They toned things back. They let you work, see what you would try to do, and then they would put you in your place, politely, of course. At purple belt, not only do the white and blue belts go after your head, but the brown and black belts no longer take it easy on you. So, since you're basically effectively in the middle of the chain of command or the hierarchy, so to speak, everyone is coming for your head. At least that was my experience. When I got blue belt, the white belts stopped taking it easy on me, but everybody else still kind of did. Purple belt, everyone's coming after you, and that's okay. Because for me, I'm stubborn, and I felt it was a good challenge, but it made it a lot more difficult. Now, the last belt on my list was blue, and the reason being is that even though you've advanced, you're not quite an expert, but you're not quite a beginner. So the white belts are going to come after you like you have a target on your back. But the purple belts will still take it somewhat easy on you if you're a newer blue. As you start getting as you start progressing towards purple belt, that's when the folks at purple belt and up will eventually stop going easy on you and put you in your place. But yeah, that's it. That's my answer. White belt, purple belt, then blue belt. Those are the hardest Brazilian Jiu Jitsu belts from my perspective, in my opinion, my journey so far. And mind you, the folks who get through white belt, I have a lot of respect for them because white belt is one of those things where you have to choose to put it on. Nobody's promoting you to white belt. You have to walk in the door, you have to sign up, you have to make a commitment mentally. You have to choose which days and which classes you want to go to, and you have to put on that white belt, along with your gi if that's your thing. You don't just play no gi. And then you have to walk in the door and you have to keep going at it for a long time. With a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get to that next stripe, and that next stripe, and that next stripe, and then you get to that blue belt. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. I'm kind of rambling. I didn't exactly have a script in mind, but Yeah, I think I might make a part two of this years later to see how my perspective has changed if and when I get my brown belt. Man, it's gonna be a long time. But anyways, I hope that gives a little perspective. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you think I'm full of it. Um, yeah, y'all have a good night.